Okay, I honestly don't know who's gonna hop on. So if you're watching the replay, hello, it's me. Okay. My computer's charged because it was dead. How's everybody doing? Oh, it's alive. Okay, let me just turn down the volume on this, because then you guys are gonna hear an echo, and then you're gonna be like, "What the hell, Remy?" I don't even know if anyone's gonna like show up to this, because I haven't gone live like not selling things in a long time. Okay. It's so hot in my house. Jenny! Jenny's here. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, let me open my back door because it's like I'm dying of how hot it is. Okay, so I got this like, oh my god. Let me turn it around. Be quiet, Batman. You're in trouble. You're in timeout. I got this big box. And I honestly don't know what's in it. I think I have an idea, but I think this is like one of the last boxes that I'm getting for a while because yeah. Honestly, I don't even know how the hell to open this. Like the way that they wrap this thing is like so dumb. Like, excuse me, what logical way can I open this? They're like, none. You cannot open this box. But anyway, oh my god, you guys, living in California has been the craziest. You know what, at this point I would rather live on post and deal with the drama, okay? It's so bad here, you guys. It's so bad. I know I don't really talk about it during my lives where I sell stuff because I'm, you know, that's a professional setting. But if I told you guys what the hell's been going on here, oh my god, it's so drama. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I'll be showing you guys what I'm unboxing and stuff as I go. I'm not selling anything right now. I just miss talking to you guys and, you know, not putting dollar signs up in the screen, okay? So anyways, I was saying, all right, actually, you know what? I'm gonna get deep too because there's a lot of like weird shit that happened too. I'm gonna start off with some, I don't want to, but I am. I'm gonna start off with like some true crime that hits close to home. And I literally could not handle it for a whole week, okay? Oh God. I didn't, and again, I didn't talk about this because I'm not gonna talk about it when I'm selling my stuff, so. All right, so here we go. Who's ready for the drama llama? All right, so I'm gonna take you back to high school, okay? We're going back in time, okay? In high school, I wasn't very popular, okay? A lot of people didn't like me. I was just like the person that got bullied all the time, right? I've told you guys about this several times. I used to get bullied. Berta, hey, I miss you too. You're still recovering from surgery? Well, girl, I have some spicy shit to tell you guys. So sit back, relax, and just chillax. Okay, so back in high school, I didn't have many friends. And this one girl, okay, she was so beautiful. Oh my God. Every time there was a new student, all the like popular girls would run to her or him, and they would make friends and they would warn that person about all the losers, right? So that's what they did. The popular girls went up to this one specific girl and they told her like, don't hang out with Ruby because she's a loser or whatever the fuck they said. But you know what this girl did? This girl actually came up to me and she ended up becoming my best friend from, I believe, my junior year up to senior year, okay? Like, when I say she was my best friend, I mean, like, we hung out almost every day. She introduced me to, I don't want to say God, but she introduced me to the church. She would take me with her and her family. It was like beautiful. It was a beautiful friendship that me and her had, right? And the reason that it ended was because I don't think it ended. I just think I took like a little break off of her, was because of what she did. So that was around the time, I think I was like 16, and I was into boys and I wanted a boyfriend. And you know, like when you're young, and you see all your friends having boyfriends, you want a boyfriend. So I was like, oh, I want a boyfriend. And she introduced me to this guy from church, and I thought he was like so cool because he was like a break dancer. I don't know why I thought that was so cool. Like, oh my God, he's a break dancer. What? And me and him started talking, and he told me he liked me and everything. And I honestly thought that we were going to date, and I just couldn't wait to see him like the following week. Because we went every week, right? And then out of nowhere, she's like, oh, I need to tell you something. And this was like when we were at the church. It was at nighttime. We would go during nighttime, right? She was like, I have to tell you something. And then I see the guy go up to her and like give her a hug and a kiss. And she's like, we're dating now. And she knew, I remember like the feeling that I felt of betrayal. She knew that I had been talking to him, right? But at the time also, I didn't realize what of a like douchebag he was for like talking to my best friend, right? But anyway, so she did that. And I just felt so betrayed, and I stopped talking to her. I was like, I hate you. Look at this. Isn't that cute? It's an owl. It's a black obsidian owl. So, yeah, I stopped talking to her for a while. I think I stopped talking to her for like a whole week. That's a while to me, right? Like a whole week. And then something really bad happened to her, like her family, like her sister passed away. And she asked for me, like she told her cousins, because her cousins, okay, so first of all, she came from Mexico, and I knew her cousins, and she lived with her cousins. So she told her cousins, like, hey, can you get Ruby? I need her, you know, because I was her best friend. And I mean, at the time I was still mad, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to set this anger aside because she's my best friend and she needs me. And her sister died. And I'm like, oh my God, you know? So I was there for her. But when I get there, he's there too. And he's like rubbing her, like her shoulders, like she was in bed. Like you would think that, I mean, I don't know. I guess people process death differently, right? But she was like in bed acting like crazy. I don't know. She was just like, it took a really big hit on her. So anyway, that was kind of awkward for me. You know, I wanted to be there for her, but he was there. So why would she call me? I don't know. It was just a weird thing. But anyway, after that, we still, you know, I told her how I felt. I told her I was mad. And she kind of was like, oh, I don't care. You know? So then we graduated. And years passed, and she met this guy, and she married him. And I followed her on Facebook. And it looked like she had a good life. She had, at the time, she had 2 kids. And I just thought to myself, like, wow, like, she has such a beautiful life, you know? Hold on, guys. My lasagna's probably burning. Lasagna. Okay, it's not. Okay, I'm going to leave it in there for like 3 more minutes. But anyway, so this one time, right? Long time no see. Hey, Dawn, I'm talking about like something that happened recently that traumatized me. But I went back in time to who the person is. Okay, so back to what I was saying. A couple years pass. I have my first kid, and she sends me a gift from California to Germany. And then we start talking again, and then I go visit my family when I'm in Germany, or I think I don't even know where I was. Was I in Germany or was I in White Sands? I don't remember, but I just remember me and her met up at the 4th of July event, and I got to meet her husband and her 2 kids, and she was pregnant at the time. And we were just talking about, you know, like how long ago it was that we graduated. And then I don't remember who came up to me. They were like, oh, who's this? And I said, oh, this is my old best friend. And she kind of looked at me like, what the heck? You know, I understand why she would. She's probably like, what a bizatch, right? But I didn't mean it that way, you know? But anyway, she's like, let's take a picture. And honest to God, I didn't want to take a picture with her, but I still did. Like, I took a picture with her, and I don't, now it's kind of eerie, but I was trying to look for the pictures. I can't find them. I think they're on my old phone. So anyway, she writes me after that. She writes me like the next day, and she writes me like this long, like, essay about how she felt hurt that I said that she was my old ex-best friend or whatever the fuck I said, and that she still cared and loved me. And I don't, it just kind of like made me feel kind of bad. But, you know, I told her, I was like, oh, you know, I do love you because we were kind of like sisters, you know? But that was it. I didn't talk to her after that. When I got here to California to live here, I thought about her one time, and I thought to myself, I wonder how she's doing. You know, because I'm living in the same place that she is. Oh, look at this vase. That pretty? It's a vase. Okay, and okay, this is where it gets fucking crazy, okay? And I don't know how much I am able to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about it a lot until everything, like, is settled down. But I'm minding my own fucking business, living my life. And not to say that my dad bothered me, but my dad calls me and he goes, hey, he goes, there's this guy looking for you at the house. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what do you mean there's a fucking guy looking for me? Like, and he goes, yeah, he said that he's an investigator and that he wants to talk to you about a Patty. And her name's Patty. My ex-friend's name is Patty. And I go, well, the only Patty I know is the one I went to, like, in high school, my best friend. And he goes, well, yeah, he wants to talk to you. I don't know. I guess she's in some legal trouble or whatever. And I'm trying to figure out, like, I haven't heard shit. Like, why would she be in legal trouble? She is, like, literally she was the most godly person that I knew. And she was, like, I cannot imagine her being arrested for anything, okay? And so I'm like, what the hell's going on? And my dad says that he confirmed that he was an investigator. I Googled him. He took a picture of his license. So my dad took a picture of the guy's license because he asked him and he said it was okay. He sent me the picture. I Googled him and he's not a private investigator. He's an investigator from San Francisco. So I don't call the guy because I'm like, I don't want to get involved. But I'm like, let me Google her name. I don't know why the fuck I decided I should have never done that. I Googled my ex-best friend's name on Google, and her picture was splattered everywhere. Like, on the search. Like, literally, her picture was everywhere. And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? And they look like professional courtroom pictures, right? And the first headline that I read is, mother accused of murdering her 3 children. And my heart just sank. And I was like, there's no fucking way. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, I was like, no, that's not true. I'm like, that can't be true. And I look up more articles, and sure enough, it's all over the news that she murdered her 3 children. And I couldn't believe it. Like, I was in such shock that I was like, okay, I need to go home. I need to go to my dad's house. I call my dad and I go, Dad, I found out what happened. And I'm like, I couldn't even speak. And like, he knew right then and there, like, you cannot drive to the house. Cause he lives like, I think that he lives like 15 minutes away, but it's like 20, 25 with traffic, right? I had all the kids with me. I was having like a panic attack, right? Like I was thinking like, why does this investigator want to talk to me? What, like, how am I involved in this? And how the fuck could she do that? Like, I was just like, it was just all, like, it was, I can't even, like, even to this day, to now. And this happened like 2 months ago, not even. I was like, oh my God, like, what the hell? And then come to find out that this actually happened 2 years ago when she did this. And I'm just barely finding out 2 months or a month prior, okay? And everybody in my family knew about this case because it was all over it was all over California news, and like, you know, they knew about it. They knew that the lady lived here, around here in Merced or whatever, but they didn't know that that was my friend. That was my close friend, right? So they didn't think like, oh, we should tell Ruby, because they had no idea who, like, you know, years passed. It's been over 10 years I've been in high school. So anyway, my dad's like, no, like, stay home. We're going to come to you, right? Because imagine finding out that the person that you were very close to, that you thought had a beautiful life, a beautiful husband, beautiful children. Imagine finding out that they murdered their children. How the fuck do you even process that, right? So I was like, oh fuck. And I hear a knock at the door, and I'm thinking like, my dad couldn't not drive that fast. My dad doesn't drive fast for one, okay? Oh, look at this beautiful angel. Okay, so it's actually my brothers and my nephew, and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And I start bawling my eyes out. Like, I'm crying, I'm sobbing. Hold on, guys. Let me take my my lasagna out before it burns. You ain't burning on me, lasagna. No, because you so good. I can't wait to eat you. Okay. Okay. So, my brothers are like, oh yeah, you know, we knew about this case. We didn't know that you were like friends with her. And my dad came, and my sister came, like my whole family was here, because it was just like, I was just crying. I couldn't like breathe. And then when my dad left, I ended up going with my brother to his house to hang out because I was still shocked. And then that whole week was the worst week of my life. I don't think I've ever felt that much shock in my life. Like, it was just so, I can't even describe it. I was at my lowest. And hold on, let me read the comments.
Hello.
Hey, Dawn. Dawn already said hi to Dawn. I want to cry. I know. So, I, of course, start Googling everything, right? Because I'm like, how could she do this? Like, she was very godly. Like, there were so many things, right? Well, hi, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, go. And then look, mommy's talking, and then you can come talk, okay? Okay. So I start Googling what happened. And this is the story of what happened. What I know, and why the guy was looking for me. Okay, why the investigator was wanting to talk to me. Give me this. What are you doing? This is your brother's watch. You want more marshmallows? Hold on, guys. You want more marshmallows? Okay, come on.
I love you. I will love you too much.
You love me too much?
Yeah, I will love you too much.
I love you too much.
Give
Come
me
over
a
here.
bowl.
Huh?
Give me a bowl.
Okay, here. But you gotta go sit down and eat, because mommy's talking, okay? And be careful with it. Don't touch this because it's hot. Okay. Here. Okay, and honestly, I think I might have to delete this video after I'm done, because I don't want it to get in the wrong hands. But anyway, so I'm gonna tell you first why he was looking for me, and then I'll tell you what happened, okay? So the guy was looking for me because he wanted to build character for her case. So he wanted to see how she was before she did what she did. But there's two problems with that. One, hell no. I don't give a fuck how close I was to her. I will never advocate for her. Okay? And two, that was high school. Okay? I have nothing else to say about her other than how she was in high school, and maybe a few years after that when I saw her at the 4th of July thing. But, like, I don't know. It was just so weird. I went through, like, I don't know. I went through, like, these stages of grieving when it came to this situation. I think the first one, and it's weird how it happened. The first one was, I was, like, confused and shocked. The second was, like, in disbelief. I think the third one was, like, I was just sad. Like, I was so sad. And then I was angry because I couldn't believe she did that. Because I knew how she was. And it doesn't sound like, you know, I just, like, that's who she became. So I think I went through, like, these stages of grieving for, like, 2 weeks. Like, grieving for her kids, and then, like, grieving for, I guess you can say, for her. Because, like, what the fuck, you know, crazy bitch. Look at that. Pretty. So, so anyway, so what happened, this is what happened. It's on the news too, you guys can look it up. But I do know a little bit more information because I know people. Is that her and her husband were, like, having issues. They were gonna divorce. And So the story came out that he was going to divorce her, and she had lost her job, and she couldn't handle it. So she decided to murder her kids. I don't know if it was to get back at her husband. I don't know what the fuck, you know. But apparently what she did was she picked up 2 of her kids from school. Or at first it was she picked up 1 kid from school, brought him home, killed him, and then did the same thing with the other 2. She would go to the school, pick him up, bring him home, kill them, pick him up from school, come home, kill them. Okay? I didn't know the details until like a couple weeks ago about exactly what happened. So that was what was out in the news. Okay? But what really happened was that she was super depressed. She wanted a divorce because her husband had lost his job. And she just couldn't handle all that pressure, I guess. I don't know. She didn't get help. No one helped her. She didn't ask for help. And what she did was she picked up 2 of her kids from school, and she came home and she murdered them. And then she did it by strangling them. And then she went back to the other school and then strangled her other kids. And I believe the ages of the children were 4, 7, and 9. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up. But they were, you know, they were children. They were babies. And so yeah, I was talking to my family, and they were telling me, like, don't say anything, like, to whoever is gonna ask you. If they ask you questions, do not say anything, because then you'll have to go to court and you'll have to speak. Like, what is it called? They will subpoena me or something. Was that? So I was like, I think that was like the worst thing that happened. Like, being here was finding out that she did that. And I mean, you know, whenever shit like that happens and you see it on the news, you're like, damn, that fucking sucks. That's really sad. And you're just like, I feel so bad for those babies. But when it happens close to home to somebody that you knew personally, who you would never think would ever do some shit like that, right? It fucks with you. It fucks with you, and it makes you question your mental health, right? So for fucking a week to 2 weeks, my mental health was so bad. And like, I was questioning everything that I was doing as a mother. Like, you know, and my sister, everybody was like, no, like, you're not gonna go crazy and do the same shit that she did because you're depressed. Like, you get help, you have the help. Like, you know, like, I had to ground myself to be able to, like, do things. I had to, like, and I, you know, and it's crazy because I don't even think I talked to my husband about this shit, because, like, he's over there, you know, he's working. I don't want to stress him out. But I was fucking in a black hole. And during this time, I was going to the gym too, and I think it helped me a lot to get my mind off of things. I feel like now I can talk about it without, like, being traumatized by it. Does that make sense? And I really wanted to talk to you guys about it because, like, holy shit, you know, you guys know I've done true crime in the past. I never thought that it was going to be, I was going to experience something like that, like, very close to home, you know, and it's just fucking crazy. Like, not that long ago, you know, this guy, I forgot where the fuck he lived. This guy, remember, I don't know if you guys, well, I'm pretty sure you guys know about this. He, like, shot his kids. He shot all 3 of his kids in front of his wife. And then, you know, like, I heard about that, and I was like, oh my God, like, how the fuck can someone do that to their children? And then I come home, and then I find out, well, your best friend from high school that you were, like, this close did the same shit. What the fuck? So there's that. I never heard from the guy, thank God. The investigator guy, he never reached out to me. But someone that I know that's close to me works with him. And I think they talked to him and they told him to leave me alone because, you know, I didn't want to talk to him. But this person that I know that works there, she said that she saw all the pictures, she did all the paperwork for that case, and that it was fucking awful. And I was like, I don't even know, like, you know, just. And then it made me question the field of work that I'm gonna be going into, or the field of work that I want to go into, because you guys know I have like an associate's in criminal justice, and I'm working up to getting my bachelor's degree. And I was like, it made me question that a little bit, you know. I'm like, am I able to do this? Am I able to be that like strong enough to handle shit like that, right? And I'm like, you know what, this should make it even, this should make it where I'm even more like motivated to do the job, you know, because of shit like this. Like, people just fucking go crazy and do weird shit. Like, what the fuck? And, you know, and then the insane part of this whole fucking thing too, right, is I get here and the sheriff's department is literally asking, begging people to work for them because they're so understaffed. And I'm over here like, fuck, I want to work. I could be a sheriff right now if I wanted to, right? But I can't because, like, the kids, I'm like the primary caregiver right now. And I was telling my husband, I was like, this sucks. I'm like, this sucks because I really want to work and I can't work, you know? I mean, I can, but it's just a lot of shit that I have to do to get to where I want to be. Like, I'd have to get daycare. I'd have to find someone to like pick up the kids, take them to school, like all this other stuff. But yeah, that's one of the stories that I have for you guys. The next story that I have is about my fucking neighbor who's a fucking psychopath. Okay. And I could talk about it because I don't have them on here as friends or anything. They will never see this video. What the hell is this? I'm not even showing you guys what the fuck I'm getting. Hold on. Okay. Jack and Sally carving. Let's see. I'll tell you about my neighbor in a second. Groot. This is cute. You can put like stuff in there if you want. Groot. I have a whole bunch of vases. They're so pretty. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. Okay. So, all right. Y'all know this shit. I don't know why it follows me, but it fucking follows me everywhere, okay? They'll still need you when you're ready to go to work. Yeah, I know, but I'm not even going to be here. I'm probably going to be somewhere else, like, because when Mr. Q comes back, we're going to leave again, you know? But, so, I'm a very nice person. Okay, like if you're nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you. Okay, especially if you're my neighbor. You know, I don't know if you guys like have ever moved, but sometimes when you move, you have like this thought in your head, like, oh my god, I hope my neighbor's not a dick. I hope my neighbor's cool, you know? Well, the first day that I get here, when my shit gets here, our neighbor, I'm not gonna say his name, he comes up to me and my husband and my dad. And he's like, oh, hi, I'm your neighbor, so-and-so, how are you? And I'm like, oh, you know, that's nice. I'm like, well, where the Kiros is. And he brings the kids ice cream. And I'm like, wow, that's really nice of him to do that. So we're, you know, whatever, that happened. And then every other day, he would bring the boys ice cream. And I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. Like, so that kind of like made me feel like, you know, like, oh, we have a good neighbor. And then he gives me like this beautiful like welcome gift or something, and it was like a little angel, and I thought it was the sweetest thing, right? But then he tells my husband and my dad, he's like, hey, just so you know, like, I will never talk to your wife if you're not around, or if like the man of the house is not around, because my wife doesn't, like, I've had problems where my wife thinks that I'm talking to someone behind her back, blah, blah, blah. We thought it was kind of strange, but we're like, got you. All right, whatever. Not our problem. We can be civil and cool with one another, right? And so that happened, whatever. And my husband leaves, you know, he goes to Japan. And ever so often, you know, I see him out there and he's like, he's listening to music. He works on cars. So he told me, he was like, if you ever need any car work, I'll do it for free, because he's a mechanic. He's like, just buy the parts. So I was like, okay, I need an oil change. So what do I do? I go buy all the parts for my oil change and everything else that I need for my car. He gets it done. I say, thank you. And that's it, right? And mind you, this guy is like, he's older. He's like maybe like in his late 40s, early 50s, okay? Like 100% not my type, okay? Like at all. Just think of like Shrek, okay? Not to be mean, but now I don't give a fuck. After, anyway. So, like ever so often I would go outside, I'll be cleaning my yard, and he'll say hi. And then I noticed that he started coming up to me and he would talk to me about like problems or stuff, you know, but I just listen. I'm not, you know, I'm just like, oh, okay. So for example, he started talking to me about how like him and his wife are having problems, and I just listened. I never gave him advice. I just listened, didn't say nothing, and I said, have a good day. Hopefully you have a better day, okay? None of my business. I don't give a shit. And then there was this one time where he came up to me and he's like signing this paper, and or he's like doing something, and he comes up to me and he goes, hey, what does this word mean? And I look at the paper and it says like, I forgot what the fuck the word is. It's like a big word for like, to whom it may concern, and the person's name, right? But it wasn't him, it was like his wife's name. And I go, oh, I'm like, what is this? I don't know. I just fucking asked. Wouldn't you ask? And he goes, these are my divorce papers. And I'm like, I was like, oh, okay. And then he goes off, like, he goes off and he's like, I hate this bitch. She's fucking crazy. She makes my life miserable. Like, he starts talking shit about his wife, right? And I'm just sitting there like, okay, you know, hopefully you have a better day. I don't know what the fuck to say to that, you know? And so that's that, right? Well, oh my God. Guys, when I tell you, let me tell you something. So I think it's like a couple weeks, maybe two weeks, okay? Maybe a week, I don't remember. It seemed like forever ago. I'm outside, and what happened? Fuck, something happened, like outside, and I went to go talk to his wife, and I asked her a question. I don't know if it was about a pet or some shit. I don't fucking remember. Maybe her pet was outside and I told her, hey, your pet's outside. But the point is that I walk up to her door and I knock, and she yells. She's like, who is it? And I'm like, it's your neighbor Ruby. And she's like, And she opens the door and she's like, yeah. And I'm not, and I said what I said. I fucking don't remember for the life of me what I said to her. And she like looks me dead in the fucking eyes and she goes, are you trying to sleep with my husband? Because he told me that you're trying to fuck him. And I'm like, excuse me. Oh, I thought she was kidding. And I didn't mean to laugh, but I was like, what? I was like, excuse me. And I look at her like, you're kidding, right? This is a fucking joke. And she says, no. She's like, he told me everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is everything? What are you talking about? I thought she was gonna beat my ass, you guys. The way she was standing on that doorway. Oh, look at this. Isn't this cool? This is all jade. Okay, it's like a ball within a ball within a ball within a ball within a ball. Okay, so anyway, so I'm over here like, the fuck is happening? In my mind, I'm thinking like, what's going on, right? I can't compute. So, so I'm like, the fuck? And I go, no. I was like, I have not done anything with your husband. This is kind of weird. Like, I felt so uncomfortable. And she's like, I see you on the camera. You're always talking to him. He comes up to you and then you guys like fist pump or you grab hands. And I'm like, no. I'm like thinking like, this bitch is crazy. Literally the way that he says bye to people, he does it to everybody, not just me. He literally fist pumps people. That's it. That's as far as it goes, okay? He does it to me. He does it to my kids. He does it to the other neighbors. He's done it, I think, to my family. I don't know. Weird. And he has actually gone to my dad's house to work on my mom's car. So I'm thinking like, this bitch is fucking crazy. Like, she literally thinks that I am trying to get at her ugly ass, old ass husband. Like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking too, like, why would he tell her that? Like, why the fuck would he say that, right? So I tell her, no, I'm not trying to get at him. That's kind of fucking, like I said, ma'am, with all due respect, I love my husband. Okay? I love my husband to death, and I would never do anything to like, I mean, especially to downgrade you guys. Like, what the fuck? Come on now. Hold on, guys. Let me lower the volume over there. Mike, are you watching Lucas the Spider? Oh, he's so cute. Hold on. I'm almost done. Hold on, okay? Okay. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Hold on. Go over there. Go, 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 go. So then it's just awkward, right? I tell my husband right away what's happening because I'm like, why the fuck does this always happen? And I say always because this is not the first time it happened. Do you guys remember my crazy neighbor that I had in Oklahoma who accused me of trying to get at her husband because I asked him how he was doing after all the surgeries that he fucking had? And she, like, okay, so if you guys want to know that story, comment below and I'll let you know that story too. I like you too. All right, go. Mommy's doing stuff. Go. Go, baby. Mommy's opening really, really expensive stuff. Come on. Go. Go, 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 go. I love you. Go. Go sit down and watch Lucas. So, I'm just like, this is fucking weird. Like, literally, oh. Okay, that's not, okay, so here's what happened too, okay? So, a week before, a week before I walked up to that door and asked whatever the fuck I asked, right? Her daughter had miscarriage, and I didn't know until he told me. Her husband told me about it. So, like, maybe 2 days after that happened, I see her outside, and I'm talking to her, and I asked her, like, are you okay? Because she looked, like, really sad, right? And she starts crying, and I hug her. I gave her a hug because I'm that person who, like, you know, I sympathize with people, especially when there's, like, loss like that. So I thought me and her had a good relationship. Like, I thought we were friends, right? And then she says this shit to me, and I'm thinking, like, what did I do? Did I fucking do anything that would make it seem like I was trying to get at that fool or whatever? Like, but no, I didn't. I literally didn't. So then a couple days passed, right? And he's not outside anymore. Like, I don't see him outside. He's usually in his garage. He doesn't come out. It's kind of weird. And, but you guys, wait, time out. Before I even say whatever the fuck I'm going to say next. I think what made it worse, okay, okay, I see him as like an older dude who cares about people, right? Like, you know, like that old guy that you see that's like very caring, and he'd give you like, I don't know, a pie if like something happened in your family, he'd walk up to you and give you a pie or something, right? So he would bring peaches over. He would bring peaches. He did it twice. He'd leave them on my doorstep. I didn't think anything of it. My dad gives fruit to people all the time. Like, what the fuck? It's not weird. It's just, it's kind, right? And then another thing happened where he would, like, ever since I moved here, I would see him outside every fucking day, right? And then I didn't see him for a whole week. And I was worried. I was like, oh my God, is he okay? Yeah, because he's older. And I went up to his daughter and I go, hey, is your dad okay? Because I haven't seen him in a while. And she was like, oh no, he had to go to the hospital because he got like an infection or a bladder infection. So then I was like, oh shit, well, if you guys need anything, let me know. And then I see him outside and I'm like, hey, you know, are you doing okay? He said yes. So I think all these things, all these little things kind of just put it in her head that something was going on, right? Can you like stop? Come on, go watch your show. Go watch your show. Go watch it. Watch it or I'm gonna turn it off. The elf just told me that you need to go watch your show. No, the elf said that he's gonna take your gift away. No, the elf told me right now. The elf told, look, he's telling me right now that you have to go sit down right now or else he's gonna leave. Oh, he's gonna leave. Yes. The elf in this house is magical. Okay, so anyway, so then a couple days pass after this whole scenario, right? And I get like high courage because I don't know if I told you guys, but I started smoking weed when I'm being here because of all the shit that's been going on, and it makes me calm down, right? So I remember what night it was because it was the night that I had to take out the trash. I take out my trash every Thursday night. I don't know why, I just fucking do it at night for Friday morning so I could get picked up, right? So I go outside, I smoke, I'm like feeling good, and I see him outside taking out the trash at the same time that I am, which was kind of weird. And I walk up to him And I'm like, can I talk to you? And he's like he literally was like, and I'm like, do you have time to talk? And I knew she was listening because like her door or her window was open. And I go, I have to ask you something. I was like, did you tell your wife that I was trying to, I can't say the word because he's here, you? And he's like, no, I never told her that. I go, then why did your wife tell me that? Because I'm like, that can cause problems with my marriage. And it's obviously causing problems with you guys. I mean, obviously I don't give a fuck about them. But I was like, I don't appreciate that. Like, I'm a nice person. Like, when have I ever tried to get at you? Mind you, I would never do this if I wasn't high, okay? So, so he's like put on the spot and he's like, well, me and her have been having issues. And I don't know, remember when I told you about how she's crazy and all this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, she assumed that me and you had something going on because like I talked to you. And this is why I told Anthony that I don't talk to females unless their husbands are there. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, no one told you to talk to me, bro. Like, you literally come up to me and you just say, like, that to me is like just out of kindness, right? I mean, I had neighbors in Hawaii that we would always fucking talk to, like when we were going to the store to get in my car to go to the store or come back, like always talking to my neighbors. So I'm just like, well, I'm like, are we gonna have problems? And he goes, no. And I'm like, okay. So then, oh my God. So then that happened, right? And then about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I don't fucking remember. This timeline is all blah, blah. Okay, like a week ago, I start driving Mr. Q's truck because, you know, it's been in the garage. I don't know. I love his truck in a way. Like, it smells like him, so I get in it and I smell it. I know it's weird, but whatever, in a way. So, like, I start driving his truck for, like, the week. And, why are you dancing? All right, go. Go. Hold on, guys. Go. Come on, go. Go. Hey, you know what? Oh, look at the elf. Oh, he's looking. He said you better go now. He said if you come over here again, he's going to fly off to the North Pole. So don't do it or else he is going to leave.
I do it.
But anyway, so my brother's girl comes over with my niece. Actually, this was a week ago. And I was telling her about how... Stop, Batman! I was telling her about how they started kind of like blocking my way to reverse the truck because we live like in a narrow, it's like narrow. So like if you park your cars, it's kind of like a, not a tight fit, but you know what I mean, right? So they started parking all three of their cars right in front of their house. And I was like, what the fuck? Like they never did that before until they saw me driving his truck because I have to back out, right? Reverse. And then I was telling her that same day that she came, right, she was there. I was like, did you notice that all their trash cans are like right in front of their cars? So it was like car, and it was trash can right in front of their car. So there was no way for me to get the fuck out, okay, if I wanted to drive the truck. And I was telling her, like, that's weird because they usually put their trash cans like on one side in between the houses, so it's in no one's way. So as I'm telling her, as we're talking, right, she's outside, I'm outside, he drives like by us and he like rams into the fucking trash cans, all three of them. Like he like boom, boom, boom. And we turn around and we're like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck just happened right now? Like, he literally ran over his trash cans. And then she was saying that maybe it was because he was tired of the shit and like he knew that the trash cans would be in my way, so he just ran them over. And we were just like, what the fuck is happening? And of course, you know, like me being the nice person, I wanted to ask him, like, are you okay? But I was like, nope, don't even do that, Ruby. Don't even ask. I'm like, just let it be. If he got hurt, he got hurt. It's none of my business. So I walk inside and I'm like laughing. Because I'm like, what the fuck just happened right now? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so that happened. And then Jonathan's birthday party was on Saturday, this past Saturday. And my friend Vanessa, she helped me a lot. She brought the, like, she picked up the cake and she picked up the food, the pizzas and stuff that I got from Costco, and she brought them to my house because I was like busy fixing everything else. And she gets all the pizzas and like I'm grabbing stuff where her car's like on the other side of my house. So we're walking and his wife sees me and she's staring at me like she's fucking confused. Like I don't know why the fuck she'd be confused. Like, what are you confused about? Like, she gave me this look like of confusion. And my dumbass was like, I was like, hi. And I was like, oh my God. Like in my head, I'm like, why did I say hi to her? And she hesitated, but she said hi to me, right? So I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. I don't give a fuck. And then today, again, she's outside and I'm throwing out the trash, right? And I see her and I say hi to her again. And this time she does not say hi to me, okay? Like she looks at me, I say hi, and she's just continuing to look at me. So I mumble like I'm like, fucking bitch. And I like slam my door because I don't know why I'm mad. I'm just like, fuck, I hate I hate when I'm nice and people are not nice to me. And like, I know she heard that shit. Obviously she heard that shit. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Like, why did this happen? Like, why can't I have like a normal fucking neighbor for once, right? Like every time I fucking move, there's always something. There's always like drama with a neighbor thinking I'm trying to fuck her husband. Like, bitch, I ain't trying to fuck no one's husband. I have my own husband that I would like to do that to, but he's not here. So, what? Hi.
He's saying bad words.
He's being mean and he's saying bad words?
Yeah.
Tell him that the elf is gonna hear that, and then the elf is gonna go back home if he continues to do that. But yeah, like I don't. Ever since I came here, there's always some shit happening. Like I don't get it. I don't know. I miss my husband so much. Like, I wish he was here because I feel like it's not that I don't get a break, right? Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Because I don't need a break. Like, I'm used to having the kids with me and my family does help me. I just feel like I need him here because I don't know. I just wish he was here. Oh, the elf is leaving now.
Mommy.
Oh, he's leaving. I can hear him leaving. He's gonna disappear. He's not gonna be here tomorrow because he didn't listen.
Mommy, I talked to you. Daddy's hitting me.
Anthony's hitting you?
Yeah.
Well, tell him to stop, Rose. I'm gonna go over there. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is an eagle. I got one of these for my dad. I think I'm gonna let him pick out which one he wants. But yeah, like, and then I've been going to the gym. Well, I stopped going to the gym for a whole week, and then I started up again yesterday and today. I don't know. My life is so different now. It's not. I started, my little crystal shop, and that's been keeping me busy. I've been going to the gym. That's been keeping me busy. I love having my family over. Like, I hosted Thanksgiving here, which was really nice. I also have issues with my in-laws right now too, which is fucking another story. Like, but I don't know if I should talk about it on here because I don't know if they watch. I mean, honestly, I don't give a fuck anymore. They didn't. So I invited everybody to Thanksgiving months ago. Like, right when I found out that I was gonna live in once I found out that I was gonna live in California, I called everybody and I was like, Thanksgiving is at my house, mofos. So do not make plans. It's at my house. Okay? And everyone's like, hell yeah, they're all excited, right? I told my mother-in-law this. That's like months in advance, okay? That's like hella months in advance. And, for Anthony's birthday, which was in August, I reminded everybody, Thanksgiving's at my house. And everyone was like, yeah, we're going to be there, man, And it was like, I think 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and it was going to be like a kind of like a potluck Thanksgiving. Everybody had to bring like a main course, right? So I was making a turkey and the stuffing, and I bought the sodas and the plates and all, and everybody else was making like a side dish or whatever, right? So I'm calling everybody up and I'm like, hey, what are you bringing so I can put it on the list, whatever, right? And I call my mother-in-law, and she's like, oh, we're actually not going to be there because we have to go pick up a puppy in Arizona. And I'm like, and the person who lives in Arizona is her niece, right? And they go visit them often, right? And I'm thinking like, wow, she really made plans to go like spend Thanksgiving over there when I had told her that it was gonna be here, you know, with her grandchildren that she never gets to see often. But whatever, I guess, you know, fuck us then. So she didn't come. And then Jonathan's birthday party, right? I had invited her too as well. The same day I invited everybody else. She said, we'll be there. She comes over here with the bike and she's like, oh, we can't be here because we have food poisoning. And she leaves. So she doesn't even stay here for his birthday. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, I'm starting to see a pattern here. And I mean, apparently she's mad at me because I'm exiling her family, which I'm not. Like, I talked to my sister-in-law, my sister-in-law Sandra. I talk to her like all the time. She comes over here with her kids sometimes, right? Her other daughter I don't talk to because I don't even fucking know who she is. I met her a couple times, but I don't talk to her. Hold on, guys. Oh. What happened? Hey, calm down. Hey, where's your calming jar? Where's your calming jar? Here, let's show them your calming jar, okay? Okay, look. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. All right, look. All right, hey, look at me. Look at the calming jar. Okay, we're gonna wait for it to go down. Okay, but you gotta be quiet when it goes down. Look at me. Look at the calming jar. Shh. Breathe. Okay, you feel better now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your calming jar and go.
He's trying to be rude to me.
He's trying to be rude to you?
Yes, Papa.
Okay, I'll go right now, okay? Don't hang out. Why don't you go watch TV? Just watch TV in the living room, okay? Okay, anyway, that thing works like a charm. And then, I don't know, she just starts saying all this shit about how I'm exiling her whole fucking family, and I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I don't know what the fuck you mean by exile. Like, am I fucking shooting them dead or something? Like, I don't understand. So, yeah, like, me and her don't talk. I'm not gonna invite her for Christmas or New Year's because there's no fucking point. So, I just don't understand how people can blame others for shit, right? Like, she's always talking about how people don't want to invite her or hang out with her or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, you're doing this shit to yourself. Literally, you're doing it to yourself. Like, how do people not realize that? And I'm not gonna lie, it does hurt because, like, you know, like, Jonathan, like, he was sitting here waiting for people to come to arrive to his birthday party. And obviously, when his grandma showed up, he was pretty happy, you know, like, she gave him the bike and he smiled. And then he heard her say, oh, we're not gonna come because we have food poisoning. And he just kind of like looked down and he just came back to the chair and sat down. Like, does she not think, like, if I have a problem with somebody, okay? No, actually, fuck the scratches. If she has a problem with me or whoever the fuck, right? Because I already know they don't like my family. They don't like my dad or my mom or anybody for fucking dumbass reasons. Like, if you don't like people, don't come for them. Come for the people that you do give a fuck about. Like, or that give a fuck about you, like your grandchildren. Like, if you don't like me, that's fine. We don't have to talk. But if you're there for my kid, that shows a lot. You know? And my kid will see that you actually give a fuck. But I mean, I don't tell my kids anything. I'm not like, hey, your grandma didn't show up, because, you know, that's not how you're supposed to go about it. But I always say this. They're going to start seeing who is there and who is not there as they grow up. I don't have to say shit. I don't have to say nothing. All I got to do is invite people. And if they don't want to come, that shows a lot to me and to my kids as they grow older. So it's kind of like, be careful what you do, because it will affect you later in life, you know? But I'm pretty sure if you guys have grandchildren, you wouldn't do that shit to them. Not show up. But I don't know. Not me being like super salty right now. Yeah, karma. But like I said, miserable people love to stay miserable. You know? Like I had literally just seen her the day before and she was fine. And the only reason I saw her was because she watched the boys for the because I did a market and she watched the boys and yeah, and she was fine. But I don't know. It's just kind of like the way that like my family sees it is like not with her or nothing. This is just them, right? Like my mom has issues where she can't walk properly, right? She has to use a walker. My dad has issues too. But they still manage to come because they know, like, what if they never get to have another birthday with us, right? Because we move a lot. We're in the military. We move all the time. Like, you know, what if? What if? I know people shouldn't say what if, but it's the truth. The older you get, you know, like I know this sucks to say, but your time's ticking, you know? So, but anyway, that's my life story right now. I just been kind of keeping low a little bit. That's why I haven't even gotten really live to sell anything. I think sometimes you just need to take a breather, you know? How the hell does this go in your hand, in your arm? This is beautiful. And it even has like, it has like Chinese writing inside of it. But how the heck, like, how, I don't want to open it. I'm going to have to ask if I can open it. It's really pretty though. But anyway, how have you guys been? You guys haven't talked to me about you. I've been talking about myself this whole time. I haven't even asked you guys how you guys have been doing. I like seeing all the familiar faces that that I've seen long ago be here. Oh my God, these are so nice. But how, these only, I can't wear this. It's too small for my hand. That's as far as it goes. Yeah, these are beautiful. You're doing well, Dawn. I haven't seen you in a while. I think I've seen some of you in the Uncrafty Crafters live. I think she went live twice today. And then yesterday, I'm not sure. Oh, this is beautiful. You guys want to see something really pretty? Look at how pretty that is. Wow. It's funny because I'm like literally unboxing this box and I'm not even paying attention to what I'm like taking out. I'm barely looking at it right now for like the first time, which is funny. Oh, is this what I think it is? Hold up, wait a minute. I think, oh yeah, this one's mine. So, you know, sometimes you gotta get some inspired things, like, you know. But if you guys want me to start selling stuff like this, let me know. How the hell do you take this off? I'm gonna have to figure out how to take this off because I can't, oh, there it is. Okay, and I can't compute. Don't mind my kids screaming in the background. Not gonna lie, this is kind of hard. But anyway, it's supposed to look something like this. But yeah, I might delete this live later because I said a lot of stuff that maybe I shouldn't have said. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I didn't get to unbox the whole box because there's so much stuff in here. Like, way too much. Like, I can't even. So much stuff. Oh my gosh. These are adorable. Hold on, guys. Let me show you these real quick. Oh my goodness. Look at these. These are earrings. No, I'm not selling Scentsy. I gave that up a long time ago. I may go back to it, but not anytime soon. I think I have like 45 days until I can rejoin if I want to rejoin. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yo, I don't even know what the hell I ordered. Like, what is all this? Oh my glob. There's so many pretty things in here. I'm over here like, excuse me, what? Look at these. Okay, there you go. I was like, what's wrong with them? These are pretty. They shine bright like a diamond. But if you guys want to buy anything that I sell, this next live that I'm going to be doing, I believe on Saturday, is going to be mostly all mini carvings and jewelry. So, yeah, I'm doing a lot more jewelry. It's all brand new because I know the holidays are coming up and people are going to want to, you know, buy more jewelry items than anything else. Like, for example, I mean, I have like all types. It's not just gold, silver. Like, look at this one. Oh my God, this is pretty. Kind of want to keep this for myself. Look at that. Wow. Oh, the weather outside is weather. Everybody's going crazy for Christmas. I'm not that excited. I think, what did I say yesterday? I was like, oh, you know what I want for Christmas? I was like, my husband to be home. That would be great. Yes, that would be amazing. His box is like an infinite box of like everything. What the heck? Why is there so much stuff in here? I see a lot of earrings and stuff. Ooh, you guys, I got some name brand stuff too. What? But we're not going to talk about that because I ain't trying to get arrested. Look. Let's say that it's inspired, okay? It's inspired. It's inspired by. Okay, so anyway, I will let you guys go. I love you guys very much. Thank you for those that stayed and listened to me rant about my problems here. But they are pretty crazy. You have to admit that the shit that's happened to me so far here is insane. Insane. But I will see you guys next week on Saturday if you guys want to show up. And you don't have to buy anything. You could just hang out with me and talk, hang out. On Saturday, I'm going to be showing a whole bunch of all this stuff that I just unboxed. But anyway, I'm going to go eat my lasagna that I made from scratch. You guys want to look at it? Hold on. Hold on, baby. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay.
No. He's gonna talk to me.
Oh my God. It is still It is so hot. Watch. Ooh, lasagna. Made by yours truly. I love you guys so much. You guys have no idea, like, how much I love you guys. And I miss talking to you guys. And I miss doing diamond painting unboxings and all that. Which I can't say what I'm going to be doing later. But I will be coming back to my channel. Okay, I will be coming back. So keep an eye out for that. Are you stealing stuff? Excuse me. Look at the elf. This guy right here. But anyway, all right. Love you guys. Bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Stop. Say bye.